Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana has indeed, after my last video, indeed reached the next target already at $64. So extensions are just the norm in third waves. So as I said in the last video, I can really only share with you again just to say that this level of an extension in a third wave, which is the 1.38 extension level, is completely normal. That's not even overextended. It starts to get overextended in a diagonal if we exceed the 1.618 extension. That's at $79 to $80. But honestly, above that, we still have $93, $113. I mean, there's nothing unusual, okay? Not in crypto. So you need to just be aware of that. The third wave seems to be running. A pullback is due. That's all I can say. A pullback is due. I think there are a few things to mention. So first of all, in a third wave in which we are, extensions are normal. So that's one thing. The other thing is, what is usually worth doing in a third wave is just to track the relevant micro support, which I have to adjust based on latest price action, which is now at $50.60. So that means as long as that level is holding, the third wave has a good chance to extend higher. There is currently absolutely no sign of a local top in place or of a third wave top in place. So against $50.67, we continue to focus on higher. You can see that in this entire rally, the 50% micro support level, which constantly has to be adjusted, but the 50% micro support level that I use to track the ongoing uptrend in a third wave rally has never broken. It is a good strategy to use. And that's not only, so if you think you missed the boat in around Solana, on the Solana chart, then there will be plenty of other coins that will do something similar. Yeah, and then it's always worth using the 50% rule. You can also still, if you want to, I mean, risk is higher now, but you can still enter now with a stop below that 50% FIB level. I mean, that's just not financial advice. It's just one way of doing this. That there are hundreds of ways how you can trade this. But again, that depends on your own style and so on. But yeah, this is one thing to mention. So extensions are common. The next target will be that 79.50 level, but we're also going to talk about structural resistances. If we get a break below $50.67, then it is likely the circle wave 4. And circle wave 4 ideally moves down into the region between $46.90 and $33.20, which means also the support for the wave 4 goes higher. Now, if we look at this, the $46.90 level, it would be quite shallow for a fourth wave in a diagonal. So ideally, we go a little lower. $38.70 would be ideal. Okay, that's sort of the 38.2 retracement level. And yeah, I would still watch for higher prices either in the extension of the third, as long as we're holding $50.60. Or after the fourth wave. So that rally doesn't seem to have finished. Strategies how to deal with this. Well, it's typically holding a core position. I always recommend holding a core position in the coin you want to trade. Taking some partial profits if you are holding a core position. And yeah, just holding a core and maybe setting a stop below the $50.60 level. Okay, or even a little lower. That is again unique to your situation because it really depends on where you entered, your exposure and your personal goals. So that's just about the short-term price action. There is not much more to highlight other than the next targets, the fact that extensions are normal, nothing unusual Solana is doing for crypto in a third wave, and that a fourth wave pullback is due, but this probably hasn't started yet. What I wanted to do in addition is just to take a quick look here at resistances, structural resistances. Now, after we broke above that, here, $48.30 level, I explained to you the next structural resistance level is this one at $58.90. That's exactly the level we're dealing with now. So above that level, honestly, there isn't much in terms of structural resistance. So if we go back to the daily chart, if you take a look at this, there isn't much there in terms of structural resistance. And you can see how the fibs are relevant. I mean, it did move to the 55.70 level, had a short break, and then it continued to the next fib level. So it's really moving from fibs level to fib level. The fact that it's adhering to them and respecting them, I mean, you see it on the daily, it's literally just stopped below that 63.70 level perfectly. So it just means we're on the right track with our wave count because the fib levels apply. But if we then take a look here and zoom out a little bit, you can see that if we take a look at the volume profile, I mean, there isn't much up there, okay, in terms of structural resistance. I mean, structurally, there isn't much there until here, $120 and 143. So it's going to be interesting. It's basically impossible to say where it will land. I mean, my long-term targets are clear. We talk about $400 to $700. Let me just do that. Just want to hide the BRVP up there. But all we can do right now is to simply track micro support and highlight the support levels for a fourth wave and the next FIB extensions. So trend is still up, still going good, going well in this uptrend, and I'll keep you updated. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.